Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare. Welcome to the midday satsang. Today we will discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 3rd chapter, appearance of Lord Sri Krishna and prayers by Sri Vasudeva, father of Krishna. Before that, for the purification of mind, speech and senses, we glorify the Lord Brajendra Nandaka Ashtakam. Bhaje Vrajaikanmandanam samasta papa khandanam svabhakta chittaranjanam sadaiva nandanandanam. Bhaje Vrajaikanmandanam samasta papa khandanam svabhakta chittaranjanam sadaiva nandanandanam. Supicca gucca mastakam sunada venu hastakam anangaranga sagaram namami anangaranga sagaram namami Krishna nagaram anangaranga sagaram namami Krishna nagaram. Eternally I worship Lord Krishna, who is Nanda's son, who is Braja's soul ornament, who breaks all sins into pieces, and who delights the devotees' hearts. I offer my respectful obeisances to the hero of Lord Krishna, whose head is decorated with the peacock feathers, whose hand holds a melodious flute, and who is an ocean of Kamadeva's pastimes. Manoja Garva Mochanam Vishala Lola Lochanam Vidhuta Gopa Shochanam Namami Padma Lochanam. Manoja Garva Mochanam Vishala Lola Lochanam Vidhuta Gopa Shochanam Namami Padma Lochanam. Karara Binda Bhudaram Smitavaloka Sundaram. Kararavinda Bhudaram Smitavaloka Sundaram Mahendra Manadarpanam Namami Krishna Nagaram. Mahendra Manadarpanam Namami Krishna Varanam. I offer my respectful obeisances to lotus-eyed Lord Krishna, who frees Kamadeva of his pride, whose large eyes are very restless, and who shakes away the Gopa's sadness. I offer my respectful obeisances to dark Lord Krishna, whose lotus hand lifted Govardhana hill, whose smiling glance is charming, and who ripped Indra's pride into shreds. Kadamba Shuna Kundalam Sucharu Gandhamandanam. Kadamba Shuna Kundalam Sucharu Gandhamandalam Rajanganaika Vallabham Namami Krishna Dullabham. Rajanganaika Vallabham Namami Krishna Dullabham. Yashodaya Samodaya Sagopaya Sanandaya. Yutam Sukaikanayakam Namami Gopanayakam. Yashodaya Samodaya Sagopaya Sanandaya. Yutam Sukaikanayakam Namami Gopanayakam. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who is difficult to attain, who wears a kadamba flower earring, the circle of whose cheeks is very charming, and who is the only beloved of Rajas girls. I offer my respectful obeisances to Lord Krishna, who is a playful covered boy, and who, in the company of Yashoda, Nanda, and the Gopa people enjoy pastimes that delight them all. Sadaiva pada pankajam madhiya manase nijam dadhanamuttalakam namami nanda balakam samasta dosha shoshanam samasta loka poshanam samasta gopamanasam namami krishna lalasam bhuvo bhavaradarakam bhavabdikaranadikam yashomati kishorakam namami dugdhachorakam Druganta bhanganam sada sadali sanginam dine dine navam navam navami nanda sambhavam. I offer my restored obeisance to the milk thief Lord Krishna, who removed the earth's burden with the captain of the ship to cross the ocean of birth and death, and with the Yashoda's teenage boy. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who is Nanda's son, who casts crooked glances from the corners of his eyes, who always stays with the gopis, and who, day after day, enjoys newer and newer pastimes. Gunakaram sukakaram kripakaram kripavaram Suradvisha nikandanam namami gopanandanam Suradvisha nikandanam namami gopananda Maiva navina gopanagaram navina kelilam patam Namami mega sundaram tadit prabhala satpatam Navina gopanagaram navina kelilam patam Namami mega sundaram tadit prabhala satpatam. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who is jewel mine of the transcendental qualities, a jewel mine of transcendental bliss, a jewel mine of mercy, who defeats the demigod's enemies and who delights the cowherd people. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who is young hero of the cowherd people, who is playful young rake, who is handsome and dark like a monsoon cloud, and whose yellow garments glisten like lightning. Samasta gopanandanam hrudambujaika mohanam Namami kunda madhyagam prasanna bhanu shobhanam Samasta gopanandanam hrudambujaika mohanam Namami kunda madhyagam prasanna bhanu shobhanam Nikama kama dayakam druganta charu sayakam Rasala venu gayakam Namami kundanayakam Nikama kama dayakam druganta charu sayakam Rasala venu gayakam Namami kundanayakam Vidagdha gopika mano manogna Vidagdha gopika mano manogna talpasayinam Namami munjakanane pravruddha vahnipayinam Namami munjakanane pravruddha vahnipayinam Yada tada yatha tatha tathaiva krishna satkata Yada tada yatha tatha tathaiva krishna satkata Maya sadaiva kiyatam tatha kripa vidhiyatam Maya sadaiva kiyatam tatha kripa vidhiyatam Pramanikastikadvayam japatya dhiyamai puman Bhave sananda nandane bhavi bhavesu bhaktiman Pramanikastakadvayam japatya dhita yat puman Bhave sananda nandane bhave bhavesu bhaktiman. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who delights all cowherd people, who charms the devotees' lotus heads, who stays in forest groves, and who is splendid like a glistening sun. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who fulfills all desires, whose sidelong glances are charming arrows, whose flute music is nectar, and who is the amorous hero of the forest groves. I offer my respectful obeisance to Lord Krishna, who reclines on the charming couch of the wise gopis' herds, and who drank up the forest fire in Munjatavi forest. I pray that whenever and however I sing his glories, Lord Krishna will be merciful to me. I pray that whoever reads or recites these 8 prayers will be fervently devoted to Nanda's son, devoted both birth after birth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Ram, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Radhanata, Radha Radhanata, Sri Radhe, Radha Radhanata, Radha Radhanata, Sri Radhe, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. नाम संकीर्तन की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Cha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vachyatya Desha Tarini Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakti Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vachastale Kostubam Nasagre Varamoktikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Sulilitam Kanthe Chamuktavali Gopastri Pariveshtito Vijayate Gopala Chudamani Jeyam Sada Paribhavagna Abhishtadoham Tirthaswadam Shiva Viranchunutam Saranyam Bhrutyartham Pranatapala Bhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravindam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Yam Pravajantamanupeta Krutyam Dvaipayano Virhekatura Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Vinetu Tam Sarvabhuta Hridayam Munimanatu Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Yasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Krishna. Yesterday we discussed how Lord Sri Krishna entered the womb of Mother Devaki, how Kamsa, just standing in front of Devaki, used to situate in the mode of goodness and finally became fully Krishna conscious, but in a wrong mood, envious mood. Understanding the presence of the Lord in the womb of Deva Mata Devaki, all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, Indra and the Devarshis from Siddhaloka, they all come to the prison house to offer their prayers to Supreme Lord Krishna in the womb of Mother Devaki. It is now this 16 verses known as the Garbha Stuti, and we discussed them how philosophically the demigods are offering prayers to Supreme Lord Krishna. And finally they also said, Ma bhut bhayam mata. Don't be afraid of now, Mother. The Supreme Personality Godhead, with all his expansions, is in your womb. He will protect all the Yadus. You don't have to be afraid of Bhojapati Kamsa. Then they all go back there to their abode. The auspicious time for the Supreme Lord to appear comes in the month the Bhadra. That's why Lord Krishna appeared. Name of the month become Bhadra, very auspicious, Kalyan. Atha sarva gunavipetah kala paramashobhana yerho vajajanmacha shantarcha grahatarakam desha prasedurganam nirmale ganodayam mahi mangala bhuishtam puragramarvajakara najjah prasanna salila hृदा जल रुहा श्रिया द्विजली कुल सन्नाद अवगान वनराजया अतः सर्वगुणोपेतः काला. The kala, the time, it never can be auspicious. So for some it may be auspicious, for some it may not be auspicious, depending upon the position of the 9 stars, which is known as Navagraha. It is auspicious, it is auspicious, not auspicious for different living entities. But now that Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna is appearing, the time for him appearance in this material world. So all these Navagrahas, the 9 stars, align themselves in such a way to create only auspiciousness, no inauspiciousness at all. That's a Sarva Gunopetah Kalaha. Paramashobhana, it decorated itself wonderfully. The decoration is that all the stars aligned themselves in a way to create the auspiciousness. Because auspiciousness is created, Desha Praseda Garganam, all the 10 directions in the universe all became very, very merciful. Normally southern direction is not considered auspicious, but because of the presence of the Supreme Lord, all the directions became very wonderful and merciful. Nirmala, everything become no contamination. Mahi Mangala Bhuishtam, and the earth planet, everything became auspicious. Najja Prasanna Salila Hruda Jalaruha Sriya. Some of the rivers flow very violently, but because of the presence of the Lord and alignment of the stars, all the rivers started flowing very peacefully, so peacefully that there was no noise coming from them. And when the Brahmanas were lighting the fire for performing the fire yajna, the fire was not scattering, very steadily glowing. Agrayasthajidanenam shantastatra samanditaha manu sansyan pramannani sadhunam asuraduham. When one meditates upon the Supreme Lord, the mind always goes here and there. The effect of the demonic atmosphere causes the mind not to be steady. But now, because of the presence of all the stars in the auspicious position, those who are meditating upon the Lord, their mind were very calm, godly, divine. Jayamano ajani tasmin, understanding that Aja, the Supreme Lord who doesn't take birth, but now his Lord is going to appear, tasmin ne dundur bhayasramam. All in the upper planetary system, the Gandharvas, Yacha, Kinnara Gandharva, Vidyadhara Charuna, all are there to glorify the Lord, welcome the Lord. They're beating the kettle drums and they're singing and dancing to celebrate the grace auspicious moment of appearance of Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna. Jagu Kinnara Gandharva Stantushta Siddhacharana Mumurchurmanayo Deva Samana Simudanvita Manda Mandam Jaladhara Jagur Jaranusagaram. All the divine, the sages from the upper plant systems, that they got their Sumanamsa, the divine flowers from the upper planetary system to shower when the Lord appears. And the clouds also wanted to serve the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. How the clouds? Because everyone in the universe doing their service. And water, rivers, ocean, everything became calm to welcome the Lord. But clouds wanted to also serve the Lord. How do they? They started showering very lightly, very delighting. Manda manda jaladhara. Nishete tamadbhute jayamano janardhana. Devakyam deva rupinyam Vishnu sarvaghuashaya avirasid yatha prachyam dishendivi pushkalaha. In the midnight, all of a sudden, Nishite tamadbhute jayamano janardhana. Suddenly the entire atmosphere became in the midnight but became fully illuminated. Some of the great Rasika Bhaktas, they take in the different meaning. Just like when Lord Sri Rama appeared in the midday, because he appeared in the Sun dynasty, Surya Vansha, the presiding and the sun god, he wanted to see the beautiful form of the Lord. In the midday he stopped moving. And now the Lord Krishna appeared on the Ashtami, 8th day, and moon cannot be seen at the midday. After the midday, one can see the moon on Ashtami. From Dashmi onwards, one can see it before the midnight. But today, Ashtami, 8th day, so moon cannot. But because he was so anxious that he had forgotten the day, in order to see the beautiful face of the Supreme Lord appearance, because Krishna is appearing in the Chandra dynasty, moon dynasty, Chandravanshi. So out of curiosity to see the Lord, how can I miss this great opportunity of my Lord is appearing in my dynasty? I don't want to see, no, forget about the day. And he appeared before the midnight. Tamadbhute, because of the Lord's bodily effulgence, entire atmosphere became illuminated. Devaki Deva Rupinya Vishnu Sarva Guhashaya, the Supreme Lord Vishnu, with the source of all incarnations, all the living entities, appeared from the womb of Mother Devaki. Avirasid yata pracham dishandri pushkalaha. How is the Lord looking? Tamadhutam balakam vamambujechanam Chaturbhujam shankagada yudayudham Srivatchalachvam galashobhakostubam Pitambaram sandrapayobhasobhagam Tamadhutam balakam. The Lord is wonderful. That little child, newborn child, looks very adbhutam, wonderful. Why? Because when we take birth, our eyes are closed. We don't take birth with the clothes fully decorated with dhoti, shirt and jewelry. We don't take birth. We complete take birth just like a small naked. Our eyes are closed. If those who have seen the child who has taken birth, it is just like a small piece of meat moving in the blood. Only when the nurse take the child and give bath and clean the area, then it looks like something there. Otherwise, it's a very dirty, bad smell coming up. But here, the Supreme Lord, when appeared, it was wonderful. Ambujechanam, his eyes are fully opened like a lotus petals. Chaturbhujam, he had the 4 hands. Shankha, in the 4 hands he was holding Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. On the chest, Srivatchalachvam, on the chest there was a Srivacha. This Srivacha, white grey hair. It is only you find on the Vishnu's tattvas. Galashobha Kostima, on the neck was a very wonderfully jeweled ornament decorated with the Kostubhamani. Kostubhamani only you find in the Vishnu tattvas. Pitambaram, he was wearing the silken yellow dhoti. Sandra Payo Baso Bhagam, his ears were fully decorated and long hair. We can see normal child is born with a small little hair, no decoration, hither. But the Lord, well decorated, well taken care of, long hair, beautiful hair. Maharavai Dhurya Kirita Kundalam. He had the crown on his head, mukut. And on that mukut, there was the jewel known as the Vaidurya. The Vaidurya money you will find only in the crown mukut of Narayana, Krishna. The beauty of the Vaidurya money is that no one can say what is the color of that one. Each second it is changing the color. Sometimes red, sometimes yellow, sometimes white. Continuously change that. That is the identification of Vaidurya money. Tisha parishakta sahasra kuntalam uddhamakanchangada kankanadibi. In the belt, in the west it has a very golden, very beautiful golden belt on its west. And the wrist and arms well decorated with the golden ornaments. And because of the Lord's effulgence emanating from his body, the entire prison house was illuminated. Virochamanam vasudeva ichchata. So, as the entire prison house was wonderfully illuminated, Vasudeva, wonderfully surprised, out of surprise, seeing that little boy. Sa vismayutpulla vilochano harim sutam vilokya anakadundibistada krishnavatarochava sambramo sprushan mudadidebhyo yutama pluto gavam. Understanding, having seen the wonderful form of the little child, but wonderfully forearms and Chakra Gada Padma in his hands, and with the Kaustubha mani, Vaidurya mani in the crown, he understood that he is not ordinary personality, as shown by the divine voice long ago, that eighth child of Devaki will be Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna. Now he understood, Vasudeva, that he is the Supreme Lord himself. Having seen surprisingly Anakadundubi, one of the names for Vasudeva is Anakadundubi, surprisingly is Vishmaya, then understanding that Krishna is appeared on that great occasion, it is a ritual in the Vedic system that when a child is born, immediately the father must give in donation to the Brahmanas. Because just like when somebody leaves the body, there is a contamination period for the welfare of the living departed soul. Some donation, dachina, is given to the Brahmana. In the same way, the contamination period, when the child is born also there is a contamination period. Sutaka it is called. When somebody departs, it is called Putaka. But when the child is born, that time is also same contamination period, which is called Sutaka. And for the getting clear of that contamination period and to give the auspiciousness and blessings to the newborn child, charity is given to the Brahmanas. So Vasudeva mentally, helplessly is in the prison house, but mentally he has given 10,000 apluto, 10,000 cows, gavam, in charity to the Brahmanas. Serving the Lord mentally is very, very superior service. So he has donated 10,000 cows to the Brahmanas. Athay namasto dadavadharya purusham param natangam krutadhi krutanjali sarochisha bharata sutika gruham virochayantam gatibhi prabhavivid. Vasudeva could understand that this child was the Supreme Personality Godhead, Narayana. Having concluded this without a doubt, he became fearless, bowing down with folded hands to the little newborn child, Krishna. He began to offer the prayers to the child, who illuminated his birthplace by his natural influence. The Supreme Lord naturally, the effulgence emanates from his body. Because of that effulgence emanating from the body of the Supreme Lord Krishna, the entire prison house, the building was completely illuminated. Vasudeva Uvacha, Vasudeva offering prayer says, Viditosmi Bhavan Sachat Purusha Prakrute Paraha Kevalanubhavananda Sarupa Sarva Buddhi Druk. My dear Lord, Viditosmi, understand that you are Supreme Personality Godhead. You are beyond the Prakriti Para, you are beyond this material existence. Kevala Ananda, you are the Super Soul. Your form can be perceived by the transcendent knowledge. You are full of the blissfulness, source of the blissfulness, by which you can be understood as the Supreme Personality Godhead. You can be understood only by the transcendent knowledge. People who are completely in the material condition of life, they cannot understand you. I now understand your position perfectly, my dear Lord. Saiva saprakutyedam sruštave trigunatmakam tadanuttam hi pravishta iva bhashyate. My dear Lord, you are the same person who in the beginning created. Eva sa prakrutyedam sruštave, when he created the material world which is subject to three modes of material nature, by your personal external energy you created this material world. After creation of this material world, which is composing of the three modes of material nature, Rajo, Tamo, Sato, Gun, mode of ignorance, mode of passion and mode of goodness, you appear to have entered it, although in fact you are not. Annantarastha paramanucharantarastham Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami. There is nothing in this world, moving and non-moving, without the energy of Krishna, Vishnu. There is no difference between Krishna and Vishnu, it is a functionary name only. One should not try to differentiate. It is an offense against the Supreme Lord Krishna. So, how Lord entered without the presence of the Lord? Nothing can exist in the material world. It is energy of the Supreme Lord Krishna that the entire universe is conducting itself. And when the Lord pervades himself through his energy, at the time Krishna is called Vishnu, all pervasive. Bhumirapan lovayu kham mano buddhirevata ahankara iti yame bhinna prakriti ashtada. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita also, the entire universe is created by the Supreme Personality Godhead. Brahma Samhita says, Yasaika nishwasita kalamathavalambya jivanti loma vilaja jagadandanata Vishnur mahan sahirjaksa kala vishosho Govinda madi purusham tamaham bhajami. It is the Supreme Lord who incarnates as Mahavishnu. From the pores of his body, all the universes are emanating. He is the creator of the universe, he is the creator of the living entities. Ye te me vikruta bhavat tatha te vikrute saha nana virya prutak bhuta virajam jayanti sannipatya samutpadhya dushyante nugata iva prageva vidhyamanatvan na teshamiha sambhava evam bhavan vaddhayanume lachanai grahair gunai sannapitadanugranaha anavrutatvad bahirantaram nate sarvasya sarvatman atmavastuna. Now he is going to philosophically. When you offer praise to the Lord, one should glorify the potencies of the Lord, energies of the Lord, what is the Lord Himself. Now, going to the creative energies, glorifying the creative energy of the Lord, says that they are glorifying the Mahatattva, which is total energy of the Lord, material energy, is undivided. But because of the material modes of nature, it appears to be separate into different elements, earth, water, fire, ether. Because of the living energy, Jiva Bhuta, these separated energies combine to make the cosmic manifestation visible. Otherwise, it cannot be, it is invisible. Because of the presence of energy of the Lord as a time factor Kala, the material universe is visible. Therefore, the total material energy never actually enters the creation. Similarly, although you are perceived by your senses because of your presence, you cannot be perceived by the senses nor experienced by the mind or words. Avan manasa gochari. Lord can be perceived in the materially with the seeing the material creation, but Lord's in the transcendental nature, transcendental body cannot be perceived with these material senses. For that one needs the transcendental senses. With our senses we can perceive something but not everything. For example, we can use our eyes to see but not to taste. So Vasudeva want to say that with each limb in a material existence, it got particular function. For example, eyes can see, I cannot taste. But in case of the Supreme Lord, the body which is not material, transcendental, each and every limb can be capable of performing all activities. We sing every day in the morning, Darshanarti, Angani yassa sakale indriya vrittimanti Govinda madi purusham tamaham bhajami. The each and every limb of the Supreme Lord is capable of performing all the activities of other limbs. Eyes can see, eyes can touch, I can taste also. But in case of material existence, our body, which is subject to three modes of material nature and made of the material elements, it cannot. You entered all the living material world, at the same time you never entered. Similarly, you entered the womb of Devaki, at the same time you did not enter also. That is one of the potency of the Supreme Lord, Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. It is beyond our conception. Yatmano drishya gunes, Yatmano drishya gunes sanniti, Vyavasyate sayyate kato buddha, Vinanuvadam nata tanmanishitam, Samyak yatasta mukta padadatat puman. Yatmano drishya gunes sanniti. The one which considers his visible body, which is product of the three modes of material nature, is independent. Vyavastate swa sayyavyatirikata abudha. Who thinks that he is independent is abudha, is a fool, because he doesn't understand the nature of this body. It is to be independent of the soul is unaware of the basis of its existence. And therefore he is a rascal, abudha. Those who are learned have rejected his conclusion, because vinaduvadam nachatan manishitam samyak yatastatya muktapada tat puman. That with no basis in soul, the visible body and senses would be insubstantial, no use at all. The visible body becomes active, is usually useful only when that soul exists. Without the soul, the body becomes rotten. Nonetheless, Although his conclusions has been rejected, a foolish person considers it reality. Sattam mitralokastito samayaya Vivarshi shuklam kalu varnamatmana Sargaya raktam rajaso parutiham Krishnam chavarnam tamasa janapyate. By this period it looks like Vasudeva is full of the transcendental knowledge. My dear Lord, Satam Trilokastitaye, your form is transcendental to the three modes of material nature. Yet, for the maintenance of the three worlds, you assume the white color of Vishnu. Shuklam, Kalu Varnamatmana, Sargaya Raktam. Sargaya means for the creation, you assume the passion, reddish color. Creation can be done in the only mode of the passion, not in the Rajoguna, not in the mode of goodness. And at the end, when there is a need for the total annihilation of the universe, you assume the annihilation which is surrounded by the ignorance, you appear blackish. Krishnam chavarnam tamasa janayate. So indirectly saying that for the creation, my dear Lord, you appear as a Brahma. For the maintenance of the universe, appear incarnate as a Vishnu. For the annihilation of this universe, you appear as the Lord Shambhu. So these three are called the Gunavataras, incarnation of Krishna in the modes. Tamasya lokasya vibhoririchu guhevati nosi mama akileshwara rajanya sanyasura koti yutapai nirhudhyamanan nihanishyate chamu. Now he is coming to pray for his. Tamasya lokasya vibhoririchu guhevati nosi mama akileshwara. O my Lord, you are the proprietor of all the creation. You have now appeared in my home. Mama Gruha Avatirno. Desiring to protect this world, I am sure that you will kill Rajanya Sanya Asurakoti Yuthapai. The demonic kings are flourishing. I am sure that you will kill all these armies that are moving all over the world under the leadership of the politicians who are dressed as Kshatriyas but who are actually demons. They must be killed by you for the protection of the innocent public. Nirhyamana niha anishya chamu. Chamu means the soul, the army. Aham sambhastava jannano gruhe Sutvagrajaste nabadhi sureshwara Sate vataram purushe samarpitam Sutvadhunaiva bhisarat yadayudha. My dear Lord, Sureshwara, Lord of the demigods, after hearing the prophecy, divine voice, that you would take birth in our home and kill him, Kamsa, this is civilized, uncivilized Kamsa, Asura is the word Asura. Asura means uncivilized human being. Kamsa killed so many of your elder brothers, Tavagraja. As soon as he hears from his lieutenant soldiers that you have appeared, he will immediately come with the weapons to kill you also. This is, though Vasudeva has seen the Supreme Lord face to face because of the parental affection, and though he got the all transcendental knowledge, understood that Supreme Lord is there, and because Lord is holding the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, he has seen the Sudarshan Chakra in his hand. Because of the fatherly affection for the child, he has forgotten that Supreme Lord is all powerful. But still he is praying that Kamsa will come. He is afraid the Kamsa will come to kill you. Athayanam atmajam vicha mahapurusha lachanam devaki tamupadhavat kamsadbhita suvasmita. After offering such prayer and fearing that Kamsa, your maternal uncle, will come with the soldiers to kill you, and Vasudeva kept quiet. Now Mother Devaki, understanding that Athayanam Atmajam means her son, Vicha Mahapurusha Lachanam, having seen that he got all the symptoms of the Supreme Personality Godhead, Devaki tamupadhavat kamsad bhita subhismita. She is on one side, she is afraid of the Kamsa, bhita, but she wants to offer the praise to herself also. Mother also wanted to offer praise to the Supreme Personality Godhead. On one side, she is very, very happy that Supreme Lord, as promised by the divine voice, appeared now as my son. But on the other side, she is also very sad and afraid that my brother Kamsa will come and kill little child. This is because of the illusion coming because of the motherly affection. When there is affection, love is there, we become weak. So now Mother Devaki is also offering prayers. We'll discuss tomorrow at the time for Raj Bhoga Arati. We stop here. Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Jagat Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya. Tomorrow we will discuss Mother Devaki offering prayer to the newborn Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and also Lord Krishna revealing why he has shown his 400 form, and also reveals what Devaki and Vasudeva in the previous life were, what they prayed. And Lord said that you wanted me to be your son. I said Tathastu so 3 times. So there is no one like me. So I decided to appear as your son 3 times. We will discuss tomorrow. We will read and try to understand the glories of the Lord, how he take care of his devotees.